All right, all right. When this goal runs. Let us do the thing.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL East, the Baltimore Orioles smacked 15 team hits as they dismantled the A's 10-4. The Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. The Toronto Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 8-1. The Cubs tallied 5 home runs overall as they destroyed the Rays 14-2. The Guardians totaled 11 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-4. The Royals put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-3.
All right.
As they got a win over the
Orioles pitchers are actually pitching some good baseball. Kind of surprising, I'm not going to lie. When Weaver moves. I am 4-14.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a Thursday matinee.
So nobody can accuse me of being good at the game.
Going up against the Oakland Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after the... Okay, all set to go. Now at the plate, Cedric Mullins.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, the center fielder.
And a bunt towards third.
Mullins.
And he picks it up in foul territory.
First pitch, 12:37.
Striking out way too much with Cedric.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nice pitch.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get
like
it.
I said,
away in the strikeout.
Striking out way too much with Cedric.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Next pitch is downstairs. No score, just getting started, top of the first. The next offering misses. 3-0. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
The right fielder.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Here's a swing and a drive.
Oh, Anthony Santander. That's gone. 2-0 lead.
Anthony Santander knocks one out. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot
knew it.
it's getting to. Well, he won.
One out, base is empty.
He
And now it's
knew it
Austin
all.
Hayes. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Boy, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
And there's a hit.
Perfect.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One gone. Runner at first.
Just so everybody sees, I'm still on Hall of Fame.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
I got Sean Manaea shook a little bit.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And 1-2.
Angels leading the wild card, I see.
Kicks and deals. Fly ball to right. Brown.
Hopefully we can do as good as the real Orioles and take 2 out of 3 from them.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Coming off a big one in their game yesterday, Ramon Urias.
Boogie had 4 hits his last time out, and when you look at the way that a season can go, there can be times you hit the ball hard, you get nothing out of it. There are times where you have a really good day at the plate. Well, he got rewarded in that last one, and I'm sure he wants to ride that train as long as possible.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that.
Hello. I was not expecting to see Mr. Frog on.
Here's the rookie third base.
And I have a glitch in my game. On my stream. My baseball game. Before I exit out of the game, take a look. I've had this happen to me 3 times before. You know, you sometimes get the character models pop up in the between inning screen. He's not leaving the screen. He's not leaving the screen. Yeah, I'm exiting out of it so I can go back into my game. Oh, the many glitches of games these days. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting to... I was actually checking to see if Amish was on. I was definitely not expecting to see Frog because I didn't know Frog was off.
Still nobody out here in the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Digging in.
Well, I was a little busy. I had to try to have some fun for my birthday. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I gotta figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of first innings
on the bench.
You know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack, that it's
how are you putting? Kobe didn't go to college.
Some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
Marquette doesn't have a team anymore?
Elvis Andrews stands in with 2 away as he takes the ball right there.
Oh. So what are you doing? Just putting them on a phantom random college team?
Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 3 strikes. It is 2-1.
By the way, is it weird that it's almost May and the Orioles have one of the best pitching ERAs in baseball? Like, if you'd have said that to me, well, no, I definitely don't think it's because Means got. Well, actually, he only really had 1 start because he went out in the 2nd inning of his 2nd start. Poor John Means. And of course, it had to officially be announced on my birthday. I mean, I pretty much knew that was going to end up being the case, but...
First offering misses the mark. Andrews leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
That looked bad. So, I'm curious, Amish, what is your take on what Stephen A. Smith said, that they should do away with the intentional walk to focus on the entertainment value for the fans?
One left for Oakland, and they're down 2-0.
Like, here's the thing.
New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
Well, no, he was complaining, and mind you, ESPN in general very rarely talks baseball anyway, especially Stephen A. Smith. But he was complaining because Aaron Boone walked Miguel Cabrera in the 8th inning of the Yankees game the other day instead of letting Cabrera go for his 3,000th hit. Yeah. Because, like I said, well, that's exactly right. But here's the thing: if he hadn't walked Cabrera and Cabrera got that game-winning hit, he'd have been criticized for why didn't you walk? Yeah.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
By the way, I saw your Pirates gave up 21 runs.
Here comes the pitch. Moving back for this one.
They figured they were going to... It's like I went to the Cubs-Pirates game and a Steelers-Bears game broke out.
Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. This pitch is in the dirt.
So I saw you post that you feel like you got a new closer, Amish, huh?
And the right-hander deals. And that skips in the dirt.
How did Paddock do in his second start for you?
The 2-2. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Yeah, I was disappointed. No birthday stream. I was looking forward to coming on there and...
At the plate. Really McKinnon sat out last night's game. Back in there today. In there for strike one. First pitch strike right there.
I guess. I mean, it worked out because, like I said, I ended up spending time with her anyway.
That one misses. 1-1.
But I was one of the lost subscribers of Truckin', by the way. I kind of forgot what you had told me, and then I'm on Twitch and it says recommended for you, Truckin'. I was like, what do you mean recommended? I'm already So I refollowed and came in there and I forgot, like I said, I forgot what you said. And I was like, I went in there and I was like, I apologize. I definitely wouldn't have unfollowed you. And he made a command. that just explains everything. I guess which makes sense because you know you don't want to have to answer the same question over and over. Well, not only did he lose followers, it took away people that he was following too. Because he said he had to resubscribe to me. I almost said to him, "Don't worry about resubscribing to me on here. I'm gonna. If you want to subscribe to me on YouTube." But I was actually in his stream yesterday when Eloy went down, and I was like, "Now was it the same leg as last year?" Trucking made it sound like he was dead. Matter of fact, he actually said in the stream, he's like, he's dead.
And here is Cedric Mullins. The wind to the pitch. There's the strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Next offering is downstairs.
By the way, I think I figured out the trick with getting YouTube to pick up the actual title of the. I gotta stop using hashtags in my titles. Just type in the title of the game, then it automatically picks up and puts you in the category. Gotta learn. I don't have to hashtag everything.
Ryan Mountcastle, just 2 for 11 in the series so far. That one's in there, 0-1.
Filling up your timeline and your hearts.
And a pitch. Strike 2.
Hashtag ha. Well, you know, for the longest time, like, I didn't want to be on Twitter because I thought that's what, like, you always hear the stupid stories about people talking about on Twitter that they're just laying on their couch or they just got home from getting groceries, and it's like, I don't want to, like, and then initially I made a Twitter account just specifically to, like, follow friends and see what friends talked about, and then I started tweeting, and the rest, as they say, is history. I don't feel like I tweet too much. Although, I have had somebody tell me that one of the reasons, like, because I know I always say to you, I wish I could get my tweets would get noticed more. They do tell me that the reason that I have had somebody tell me that, like, always gets a lot of interaction on his tweets. One of the reasons I don't get a lot of interactions on individual tweets is because I tweet too much and I don't let certain tweets just sit there and, yeah. Yeah. Well, the Orioles win, lose, or draw today took the series from the Angels.
First offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
And I'm not even going to acknowledge that rudeness. But I'm really getting tired of people, like, I get it. Ohtani's had a good start to this season. He was the MVP last year. I'm still not ready to say, oh, he's better than Ruth.
And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Stephen Vogt. The wind of the pitch. That's in there.
They've already been broken.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
See, it's tough for me to, like, because I will say this. I'm more likely to say a guy like Ohtani is just as good, if not better, than Ruth, than I ever am willing to say Bonds or Trout, because the difference between Bonds and Trout and all is Babe Ruth probably would have gone to the Hall of Fame as a pitcher had he not gave up pitching. So the fact that Ohtani is just as good a pitcher as he is a hitter does make me say, okay, maybe this guy is the closest thing we've seen to Ruth. I just want to see more than 1 year and a couple weeks.
Two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Mickey McDonald up next for the A's. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Here's a 1-1.
From your words to God's ears, so he doesn't get.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't.
I would love, to see what kind of stats he could put up with 140 games.
Foul ball, he stays alive.
Yeah.
Two down, nobody on.
I saw one really cool Shohei Ohtani stat the other day, though. He became the first pitcher in modern baseball history to bat twice before he ever took the mound.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice
Because I guess I'm assuming that must. Well, yeah, the Angels had to have batted around in the top of the first, I guess.
As he stands to the plate now, next offering is down low.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The 1-1. There's the strike.
It's still weird thinking about a pitcher batting leadoff.
Next pitch is downstairs. McDonald off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off. Here's the 2-2.
Yeah, but he was, in his defense, he was still trying to figure himself out then.
Second, not in time. He's there easily. On the ground, right side.
Wait a minute.
Whips it to Mountcastle.
You're anti-DH, but you don't feel like Ohtani should be allowed to bat when he's pitching.
It's 2-zip.
Oh my God. So you're arguing.
To lead off the fourth, Ramon Urias.
Exactly.
Benaya back to work. 0-1, no
Exactly. Because you realize with one argument you do that you arguing against your other argument.
and that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
But don't forget about the Ohtani rule, the new Ohtani rule, where once you take out your pitcher, you don't necessarily lose your DH.
First pitch, and he just misses. Pretty good job of the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance.
I haven't actually read up on that rule. I don't actually know what the verbiage is or what it's supposed to.
He gets soft contact and he gets out.
And a foul ball. That one misses.
Yeah. I never looked it up because Ohtani's never going to be on the Orioles, so I never.
This to third, could be extra bases. And that's going to kick into the corner. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front.
A whole hell of a lot.
Definitely put a good swing on.
Well, and that's the funny thing. Like, people that say Trout is the best player in baseball, like, there's an argument that could be made he's not even the best player on his own team.
Wide to right his first time. Short hop liner handled it short. In time, got him, and that'll do it. And the Orioles lead one. They're up 2-0. Back in Oakland, bottom four, digging in for Oakland. Elvis Andrews.
Not shortstop.
The line of the pitch. That misses the zone. All wrong. Next pitch is outside.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning.
This is the same. Amish, this is the same guy that told me he doesn't like Bobby the Brain Heenan. And to me, Bobby the Brain Heenan's the Johnny Carson of pro wrestling. Oh, I thought he was a great announcer because he knew what his role was. He was Corey Graves when Corey Graves was in diapers. Matter of fact, Corey Graves only ever done one thing that Bobby the Brain Heenan never did. Oh my God. Corey Graves has only ever done one thing that Bobby the Brain Heenan never did on commentary, and that was.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count is 3-1.
That's his wife, you know.
And that's
maybe a little less focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with the.
Heenan never spontaneously started making out with one of the wrestlers.
On the ground. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Not in time. He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something.
Nope.
Just a simple ground ball. Had eyes on.
Oh, they don't speak much of Mola anymore after all the stuff about her being a basically madam.
Up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
The pitch. It's towards center. He's in to score the sac fly, and they trail by 1.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Pinder in the box.
I'm amazed they haven't removed her from the Hall of Fame like they did for Hogan for a bit.
The runner at first with 2 gone.
Yes, they did. Matter of fact, come to think of it, I think he deserves well, you could argue he deserves another induction because he's got to get re-inducted. Nudge.
They get the force, and that will end the inning.
All right.
1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Wide to kick the pitch. Mullins lets that one go for a strike. 3rd trip to the plate for him here.
I would induct him as Thunderlips. The ultimate male.
Gets under and pops it up. Diaz drifts towards it.
Or no, better put him in there as the Shep Ramsey from Suburban Commando.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Swing and a line drive caught.
On the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Santander. As he looks at one down low. Swing and a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second.
Figures I get here and you leave.
Pulls in with a double. third hit for him today.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up.
Oh.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen.
Somebody call my mama. It's about to get funky up in here.
Austin Hayes. And fouled off.
Now you know what you threaten them with? Tell them you're going to get Mae Young to come to life and give him the stink face.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding to the line now.
The Mae Young stink face. Ugh. Sweet baby Jesus.
And he'll work on holding this lead.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length on this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give us.
And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
And Bubba Ray's talked about that today. She flat out told Bubba Ray, "You go easy on me, I will go on microphone and bury you."
First pitch misses for ball one. Next one is off the plate. That's
Yeah.
ball two.
Remember when she gave birth to a hand?
Next pitch misses way outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
The pitch.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm.
And it remains 3-2. Right-handed reliever.
But no, I haven't watched that Bully Ray one yet, or Bubba Ray one yet.
Stays alive. Pitch of the at-bat due next. And there's ball four.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned it.
But just listening to Stephen A. Smith talk baseball feels weird.
Missing just off the outside part of the plate.
Except Buster Oley.
Down 2-0. Right-hander kick steals. That one missed. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Keep in mind.
In the box now. Takes a cold strike.
Keep in mind, I'm streaming. Don't let's not get too far into this topic, please.
You want to be quiet out there, not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release play.
Pache, the lead runner out at second. McDonald over at first with 1 away. Next offering is downstairs. Pitch misses inside. 2-2.
2 walks in
I
the
mean,
already.
I occasionally like his takes, but then sometimes he's so out of left field. It's like, what did he just say?
2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking for.
And God forbid you disagree with him.
Andrews batting now as that one almost finds the mark. It's a ball. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. First and second, 2 down. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mullins under it, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. All set for the start. Now here's the Orioles DH. Trey
But
Mancini.
ESPN has really hitched their wagons to him. He has become what Dan Patrick used to be to that company.
There's a strike.
Yes.
Next offering is down low.
ESPN is owned by Disney. I just always chalk it up to Stephen A. Smith spends too much time with Goofy.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Bounce to third. Zips it across. leadoff man retired in the series. Now it's the second baseman, Ramon Urias, with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
What game are you complaining about now?
Inside and it hit him.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Why do you still have tutorials popping up?
Swing, fouled off.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
Next offering in the dirt, and the count is 1-1.
You know, in all my life, I've never heard about anybody being ticked on. I'd like to meet somebody that's being ticked on. Everybody gets ticked off, but nobody gets ticked on.
Swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. And the batter now, Kelvin Gutierrez. Out to short.
Okay, we need a side-by-side stream of Frog and Amos to see which one rages at MLB The Show better. I don't know.
Baker back to work.
I've never had it to.
And that's outside.
That's true. He got fined for breaking furniture
Line drive, and it's caught for the out.
or attempting to break furniture.
Here's Sean Murphy. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Good Lord, what kind of player, women? What kind of players do you have on Marquette that Dwayne Wade didn't even make the team?
Handles. Tosses the first, and a couple of quick outs.
Oh. Okay, you don't have the school at all. Okay. I thought you were saying you don't have.
One reliever still getting loose out.
Okay.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 74. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. This one smacked out to left center. Hayes makes the catch, and that'll do it. Hayes gone.
No, that's why at first I was like, wait a minute, who the hell do you have on Marquette that Dwayne Wade don't even make the team? Like,
And here it comes. Swing and a pop-up. Reaching for it, and breaks it in.
I still say everybody's
Turns over.
pronouncing Noisy's name wrong. It's Noesi.
He gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slow. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Daolis Garrett getting loose out there. The left-hander also throwing.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Next one is off the plate. Ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
It's sort of like this generation's Miami Vice.
Right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over the first.
Mountcastle at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. That slider didn't move to the very last moment.
Runner on the go. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate.
Julius.
By the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Mullins, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner itself
So,
has a very good
if
read.
baseball was to do expansion, which I hope they don't, because pitching's already thin enough around baseball,
And that's ball 3.
and I just, but if they were to do expansion and you'd have to add 2 clubs. You couldn't just add 1. because you have an uneven number of teams.
Runner from second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2.
All it matters, it's real, it's damn real, as Kurt Angle would say. I've heard rumors of that, actually. The American League actually has a national franchise in Toronto, and all the National League teams are in America. That's why I've always argued that the Blue Jays should be in the National League.
Next pitch, not
Yeah.
close, up high.
But if they were,
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Pache puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Oh, the throw is wild.
well, they did for a while.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Toronto.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations.
Toronto actually.
May not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that.
That's true. I mean,
Rides in too far, they got him.
Well, in the box, he's seen that.
yeah, but do you know how many rumors there are that the Bills are going to move to Canada?
Mancini swings through one there.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate.
There's been rumors of that for years.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
He's been aggressive right out of the box. And a swing
Anyway, back to my if you expand it, 2 new teams, where are you putting them?
Soft contact in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Play at the plate, not in time. He's safe. It's 4-1.
I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So right there,
I agree with Buster Oley though. Like, before I even put my C's out there, before you start talking about expansion, you got to come up with a resolution for Oakland and Tampa.
and from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Actually, I've heard rumors that Tampa may end up in Tennessee, Nashville. Well,
Plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, things starting to unravel out there on the mound. It's giving up a few hits.
well, I've heard that they may. I've always heard that if a team moves to Nashville, they may negotiate with whatever minor league affiliate has the Nashville sound, and try to get the name rights to the sound, and just make the Nashville sound the MLB club.
Bottom of the 7th, Chad Pinder now.
And then I mean, a couple years back there were rumors that the Orioles were going to move to Nashville.
In for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1. And there's a ball.
Like I told my dad at the time, let's say, God forbid, and I never want to say it happened, I'd be heartbroken. Let's say that happened. There's no way Camden Yards would sit empty. Tampa Bay or Oakland would move to Camden Yards in a heartbeat.
Ground ball up the middle. Urias collects on the first.
That's one way to get a better ball club. Just change your entire franchise.
Here's Stephen Vogt. Next offering is down low.
God, was he good back in the day. Never really lived up to his potential, but
And now 2-0.
when he was healthy, he was good.
That one ripped. Just inside
And that's honestly the biggest reason why he never lived up to his potential was injuries.
into the corner. And that's
kind of like the guy right now in New Orleans, Zion.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I honestly believe he just doesn't care.
Misses. 2-0.
Which is sad when you have all that talent.
Righty delivers. And that one fouled off. One out and a runner at second.
By the way, Frog, are you streaming?
Foul off again. And it remains 3-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past it.
No, because remember when I was showing you community creations in the wrestling game? I was streaming and it kicked me off stream once I started the share thing. Yeah.
Comes on now. He'll try to strand the runner at second. McDonald takes the ball here. Stands at second with 2 gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. One left for Oakland.
I'm enjoying this double XP weekend.
Back here in the East Bay. Here's the third baseman, Kelvin Gutierrez. The pitch. Swings through that.
Well, aren't you special?
Going 2 now. And delivers outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Are you trying to tell me nobody's better than Froggy?
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Mateo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Nanjiba.
Swing and a ball popped up. Vogt on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
I don't know, the way you're saying it makes it sound like an Indiana Jones character from the Temple of Doom or something.
Through that one. 0-1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher.
What franchise are you even in?
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this score.
I understand. What team?
Good job keeping him in striking distance.
Swing and a miss.
What organization are you in?
And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Pirates.
Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Diaz. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jorge Lopez. Trying to protect this lead. And the pitch. That's down and in. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knee.
Hey, you're talking about the.
He did the team thing until he got a strike. Now
You're talking about the All-American, American.
do whatever it takes to get on base.
The next pitch misses. 2-2. Hit softly on the ground to third, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Next pitch is in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2. That one pushed
It's gonna. I tell you what, if Grayson Rodriguez keeps pitching like he is for the Orioles in the minor leagues, it's gonna be very hard for them to keep him in the minors. I mean,
Because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat.
I imagine probably around by the All-Star break, Rodriguez is going to be in the majors.
reaches on the backhand, but it's through.
nice job of staying in his mechanics. Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Off-balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now an aggressive slide right there at second base, but that's a
Come on, I can win this game.
because you're trying to do whatever you can to break up the double play, and it looked like it had an effect on that throw just a little bit. Couldn't get enough on it to get the second out at first for that double play. Nice job.
Oh, you're doing Maryland?
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Whips it to Mountcastle. Play made, that ends the inning. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Orioles 4. Deolis Guerra into the game. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Oh, crap.
Season so far. ERA's under 2.
I didn't realize I was in the bottom of the 8th, not the bottom of the 9th.
That one down the line. Into
I brought in my closer too early.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Yep.
Now the tag is
And actually Jorge Lopez just did that in real life.
switch hitting outfield. Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, not close. And another ball. Movement in the bullpen.
You know, for everybody saying how much they like
Getting that sinker down.
or want a college baseball or football game back, I'd rather have a college basketball game.
At the belt and fires.
I always thought the college basketball lend itself much better to video games than football did.
2-2 down. Not close with that one. And now it's 3-2.
Yeah. What did you think what did you think fast track meant?
2 down. Foul ball.
No, they don't. No, fast track is fast track them the majors to give your team a little swag.
3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now 2 out. 2 outs. Base
I gotta find a streaming service that has Magnum PI on it. I miss watching that show.
1 for 3. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The 0-1. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Kicks and deals. Stays alive.
Never heard a charge. When Weaver moves.
2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that's how he's going to end
Be
up.
more exciting.
Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
So, Amish, do the Twins have a song?
Next offering is fouled back.
No, because Frog and I were talking about that the other day. How much he doesn't like the Cubs song, but he actually did like Orioles Magic, and I was just curious whether the Twins have one. I wish I could find years ago on my old phone. I had an old ringtone for Orioles Magic, but obviously I've gotten a new phone and I can't find that ringtone anymore.
Wide of third.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
2-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball.
My first Twitter account, the very first celebrity pro athlete to ever follow me on Twitter, was a former Twin,
Good work there as he gets a
Chuck Knobloch.
bottom of the ninth. Here's Oakland's DH, Billy McKinney.
No idea.
Back to work. And there's a strike.
Probably my two most famous followers right now are Sergeant Slaughter and John Cena.
That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I have no. I think it was.
Downstairs.
Yeah, there you go.
2-2.
I think it was one time. I think it was because I pointed out one year. I sent out that tweet I sent out yesterday. Happy birthday to me and John Cena.
And now
And I think he followed me. He didn't respond and say thank you or happy birthday to me or anything. But I think he followed me.
and a pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strike 2.
I can't.
Out number 2.
That's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball.
Why did the Twins ever give him up, Amish?
At the very end, it just dips below the swing path, and they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate, so that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Shea in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 2. Pinder off the first with 2 away. Swings and misses. And the count
I thought it was a. I thought he was. Well, I don't think it was a full DFA, was it? Because he was a Rule 5 pick for the Tigers. He was Rule 5 for the Tigers.
Right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Oh, I know. I mean, I sit there and think about, like, the Orioles actually took Nestor Cortez Jr. in the Rule 5 draft.
Runners at first.
Didn't hold on to him.
Next offering misses. A ball and strike.
Yeah.
The next pitch misses.
I know you're too damn good for your own good.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And they'll go the short way, and that is the ball game.
Well, the goal when you
I won. I won.
at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of
Oh,
breathing room.
I called him. The other day I jokingly called him Byron Butstein.
Series again.
4-1 the final here today. As the Orioles win this one, Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Orioles win. Orioles win. So do you believe that with the way hitting is nowadays, do you believe that we've seen the last member of the 3,000 hit club? Well, did I send you the thing where it's at the next? I tell you the two. So the two active players that are closest. Jose Altuve who's 32, needs about 1,800 hits. Machado is at about 1,455, and he's 29. And the closest players I forget who. Basically, all the closest players are like 39, 38 years old, and they're like a couple seasons away to where.
They stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals, 4-1. The Buccos combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, 4-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
We'll put it this way. I think they said Trout is at like 1,200 something, and he's 30. Bruce Harper. Who's Bruce Harper? Let's see. So okay. Here. So the next closest to the 3,000 hit club, and he'd need about 370 more. Robinson Cano, he's 39, he's not doing it. Yadier Molina is about 900 away, he's 39 and already announced his retirement at the end of the year, he's not doing it. Joey Votto's not doing it, he's 38, he needs... Listen to this, as good a hitter as Joey Votto's been, he needs another just under 1,000 hits. He's only got 2,035. Nelson Cruz, no. DJ LeMahieu's 33. He's at 1460. He's not doing it. What about Xander Bogaerts is 29. He's at 1259. Maybe. That's why I said maybe. I just feel like with this, there's 3 outcomes: walk, home run, or strikeout. Like, hitting's changed so much. What about Carlos Correa? 791. He's 27. Oh, right now I'm just scrolling through. I'm going to point out anybody that Corey Seager's 28. He's at 732. All right, don't go any lower than the top 100. All right. Here's a good one for you. Just because I'm on Baseball Reference. Since 1903, just take a guess. Which player do you think has played the most games without a World Series appearance? I'll tell you this. The top 4 are in our lifetime. So, no, because he actually played in 83. We lost Amish. Since 1903, the players that... Oh, you're back. It's fine. So the question again was, since 1903, the player that has played the most games without appearing in a World Series. Again, the top 4 players are in our lifetime. Yes. No, because, so let me address Cal. Cal played in his rookie year. He played in the World Series. So it's not Cal. These are players that never made the World Series. Cal with most games played with no World Series appearances. You just said numbers 2 and 3. Ken Griffey's number 2, Ichiro's number 3. Barry Bonds played in the World Series when the Angels beat him, didn't he? Yeah. So Amish got the middle of the sandwich. Remember when you and Amos sat there and just talked about out of the left field stats, and it was just so much fun. You had me looking up all kind of obscure things. No. I'm not saying you're cheating. I was just no. Andre Dawson's number 4. And for the record, Ken Griffey had 2,671. Ichiro had 2,653. Andre Dawson has 2,627. New. And 98. Let me know when you guys give up. Okay. The most obvious one to me, the one that if I was asked this question, the most obvious guy to me is actually 6th. I'll tell you who the most obvious guy to me was once you either give up or get it right, because I don't want to steal an possible answer from you. I'm trying to think of a hint I could give you. I mean, the only hint I could give you. Yes. Somebody near and dear to my heart, Raphael Palmeiro. 2,831 games. My first guess, if you were asking me this question, the guy who's number 6, Julio Franco. Just because of the sheer longevity of his career. Yeah. Yeah. Now Cal would have been in that. Cal probably would have been very high on that list had he not played in the World Series in his rookie year. No, it was just most games played. I was wondering why you kept saying hits. Now here's one for you. Yes. Now this one I don't. Now Here's another one going for you. Most games played without a postseason appearance. Ernie Banks. 2,528. Oh. So, here's another good one for you. There will never be another 300-game winner. Who do you think, and mind you, you were a little out of it during our conversation when we did this last time with Amos. No, I'm not being funny. You were out of it. You weren't really an active Who do you think the active win leader is in baseball? Kershaw is fourth. Jacob deGrom is 30th. Max Scherzer is third at 193. Verlander is number one with 227. That's why I said you'll never see another 300-game winner. He's 39. His arm is gonna fall off. Oddly enough, Zach Greinke's number two at number 219. 219. Any interesting stats you guys would like me to look up? Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I was having fun. I'm sorry. I am curious. Let me just see if there's anybody that could even sniff Bonds. Just for you guys' reference, the guy with probably the best chance of passing Bonds is legitimately Mike Trout. He's currently ninth on the active list at 30 with 314 home runs. But everybody else is damn close to retirement. I think Xander Bogaerts is going to break all the records in baseball. And he's not going to do it with the Red Sox because the Red we already talked about that. They decided they're giving up on him once they got Trevor Story. Do you know how tempting it is to call up Grayson Rodriguez now in my franchise? I don't want to know what you do in the bathroom. Grayson Rodriguez. And I really can't wait for Adley either. But you know, in one way, Amish, like, Adley Rushman makes me very nervous in a way, too. Because, I mean, people were saying about Matt Wieters, oh, he's going to be the second coming of Johnny Bench. And he never quite lived up to that. No, it's not. I honestly thought at the time, I was like, that's way too much pressure to put on a young whippersnapper. We expect you to be the next Johnny Bench. That's why I kind of cringe when people say, oh, Mike Trout's the next Mickey Mantle. Or, yeah. I mean, Trout's good, but that's... Because the argument could be made that if Mantle hadn't been playing hurt his entire career, basically, and not spent so much time on the DL, that the home run record would probably be his. Of course, I guess that's easy to say. I am playing a game of ranked seasons. Which means I'll probably get my butt kicked like I usually do. Okay, if I lose a baseball game to a guy with the name Hockey King, I'm going to be very upset. I like that one commercial where it says, "Would you try to play hockey with a pool noodle?"
So just about set. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Leading off for the Falls, the left fielder.
The line and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And we are underway. Next pitch is outside, and that's ball one. Kicks and fires. Smoked on the ground to second. Lau sends it to first. Out the top of the first. Here's George Springer.
I'm still proud of that perfect game I threw in ranked seasons last year.
And first offering is fouled off. No score, just getting started, top of the first.
And I'm very thankful that the guy didn't quit so I could actually...
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Although he did quit, so I didn't get to see the celebration.
That misses. 1-2 to count. And down on strikes he goes.
That would be perfect.
And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Mitch Haniger now at the plate. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Next pitch misses. That's ball 2. The next offering misses. And now 3-0. Swing and a miss as they
I need them to come out with a new Metal Gear game. I need a new Metal Gear game to play.
Swings and misses and the field up.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
If they did, I don't remember it.
The middle, it's through for a hit. 2 outs, runner at first. Harmon Killebrew digs in now.
The third baseman, number 3.
In the dirt, but kept close. The 1-0.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he was...
Just got a little anxious.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Fires over to Guerrero, and that'll do it. Bottom of the first, and now Bobby Whitt Jr.
You know what? If I had to pick a young guy that I think might, stress the word might, be able to get the 3,000 hits, I might hitch my wagon to Bobby Whitt Jr.
Smashed on a line, and there's one away. And now batting, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human, does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
Up the middle, and 2 quick outs.
I don't even know who that is.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. Lau off of first with 2 away. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. out to a board and 2 out, scoreless game. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's got the power. Great contact.
He's got the power.
In the game. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The pitch. Corners are occupied with 2 down. On the ground to the left. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So 2 down. Here's Byron Buxton.
It's great to get on the board.
Oh, my game. You know, if he'd have thrown right away, he probably still would have gotten him.
See if they can cash in.
Gonzalez picks it up, fires over to first, and stops things from getting out of hand.
I can't believe it. I'm winning in a,
Back now at Orioles.
you know, in all actuality,
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm YouTubing. Why?
A guy that features an absolute power slider. Throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
And here it comes. And he lays down a bunt. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him as he tried to make his way aboard. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson.
Here's an interesting one. Do you think Vlad Jr. is a guy that could get close to 3,000 hits or close to Bonds?
And he's down 0-2 as he swings.
Assuming health.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
In plenty of time to first, got the out.
Just not a good pitch to swing at.
Hey, I'm facing a Pirate, Nick Gonzalez.
He lays off of that jump.
Now here is Nick Gonzalez. 2 down, nobody on. Bounced up the middle. Chisholm collects it. Not in time, and he reaches safely. Jose Abreu up to hit.
It didn't even give me the option. I think because I started the stream before I came into the party.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
It usually, because I'm usually in the party before I start streaming, it usually says you're in a party. Do you want to include the audio? I don't know how to change it now.
And the count is 1-2. Into center. Buxton settles underneath it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Well, no, but no offense. In all, I forgot about that. But I was kind of where I was like, let's not go where I think we're going.
Now it's going to be Cedric Mullins.
No left fielder.
Next offering is fouled back.
Losing the right to be their own government.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm now.
That's shortstop.
And first offering is fouled off.
The biggest reason why I don't think 300 wins will ever happen again is pitching has changed so much. Pitchers aren't pitching deep enough into games to even get credit for wins.
And And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, that would definitely change the sport.
And a foul ball third base side.
Oh, God, don't start.
The line to kick the pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2.
Hey, Amish, look, there's birds flying around Camden Yards, just like in San Francisco.
Back here at the ballpark, on in the third inning. Here's the pitcher.
They were inspired by Hitchcock.
The line of the pitch. There's the strike.
He is one of the top pitching prospects in baseball for the Mariners. He was I believe it was like 2 or 3 years ago. He was a top 5 pick in the draft.
And foul ball.
But thanks to prospect cards and Diamond Dynasty, you don't have to wait for the players to actually get to the majors for them to be good.
Brian Reynolds here. Grounded out his first time.
Oh no, Frog, it's Brian Reynolds. I'm scared.
First offering misses the mark.
And we got a freeze off. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. You can... Well, let me put it this way. I know for a fact my internet's fine because I'm still talking to you two. I am not not to mention I had the lead. He can quit. See, I do this so I play ranked seasons so rarely, and then there's something like. And the bad part is, I'm gonna. Oh, come on. I'm gonna lose Otani because I ain't gonna be able to use him next game. Alright, screw it.